Good evening once again. M.M Out There, over there, everywhere, all over the place. It's the Apostle and Royce Canterbury, perennial election competitor.
Yes, sir.
And he shall be there for the very next one. How are you doing this week, sir?
Doing great. How about yourself, Mr. Morris?
Playing every ball as it comes.
Yes.
As I always say. Now, let me get this out of the way first. There's a pair of guys, viewers obviously. I'm going to give them a shout out to.
Okay.
Galveston Hines from my alma mater. He's going to get his lawyer for me. And I told him, you don't have to get your lawyer. You can have your lawyer view and then up there the very next time, which is this time. So you know you have your lawyer watching with you. Dennis Connell from St. Lucie. I know you are watching as well. Do not let Mr. Hines, Galveston Hines, lead you astray. And David Worrell from around the town in St. Peter. Never mind the two of those guys, and let them lead you astray. So I'm giving a shout out to all three of you. They're my viewers.
Yes,
they watch every week. Lucy Reynolds from Guyana. Hello. And Laureen Bess from right here in Barbados. You know you couldn't leave the ladies out.
Yeah, well, that's awesome.
Right. So I'm saying hi to them. They view us every week and they make their comments.
I appreciate that. It sure is doing really, really well. Just being here with you. It's amazing that a simple blog like this can create such a firestorm. Different viewers and different comments from individuals. As simple as this is, it seems to be rattling certain levels of the community. So I think that's a great.
Yeah, it's like bowling some short deliveries, not them skipping. As I said, and I've said it several times before, the apostle has no idea what I'm going to talk about when they come here.
That's true.
And I get my inspiration from the viewers and the comments.
Right.
You're the ones who actually advise me and give me an idea what I should actually talk about.
Okay.
So this week, I'm going to talk about religion. I'm going to please you guys. And who else better to talk to than the Apostle and Royce Canterbury, who's an expert on religion. So it's not only going to be about religion, it's going to be about religion as far as Barbadians and Barbados is concerned. And we're going to be talking about the churches and all that sort of thing. And I'm going to be reiterate some of the comments that you've made to the apostle and get his opinion, expert opinion in the ad. So I'm going to go right off the bat, and I'm going to ask you this, apostle. Do you think that Barbados, from let's say comparing from when you were a youngster, has fallen off track, church-wise, church-going-wise, religious-wise, prayer-wise, and that sort of thing? You think that they've gone, there's the wide road and the narrow road, that's the Christian thing, they're following the wide road?
Right. Yeah.
What's your opinion?
My answer to that is obviously yes. Obviously yes. And this has led to, because of, you have to understand that like many other cultural sects, religion is a part of the society. And whenever there's good and there's evil, you must understand that. Whenever the elements of evil become greater than the elements of good, then it creates where the seesaw of existence, there's no balance. And what has happened is that a lot of the religious elements of Barbados have become unbalanced. Okay? And I've always said this to my members, Christianity is not spirituality. Christianity is a vehicle that will take you to spirituality. So many times what a lot of individuals don't understand and what our nation doesn't understand, just by saying Barbados is a Christian nation, it doesn't mean that Barbados is a spiritual nation. Okay? And this is where we've fallen short. But we've allowed other elements like the drug culture, We've allowed elements like the PSV culture. We've allowed elements like the gang culture. We've allowed elements of corruption in the political arena, in our judiciary, within our corporate arena, with our economic system. We've allowed those things to rise, and this is what we're dealing with right now in Barbados.
Talking about politics, whenever there is an anniversary of the two major political parties, or whenever they're having an event, they always have someone, a preacher, preaching. The preacher or the pastor or whoever is normally aligned to this party. And that shouldn't be.
Right, right.
The preacher should be neutral and
Should be.
have no alignment to any party. But you would find that the preachers actually make political speeches in favor of the party that they're actually speaking at the event that it belongs to.
Well, see, the reason why that is a problem is because when the party that you support begins to do things that are wrong, it becomes difficult for you to speak out against them. Okay? Which is one of the reasons why many individuals ask me why I didn't join one of the two existing parties. And I told them because I can't be a part of the problem, I have to be a part of the solution. So I'm not going to anywhere join with the two forces that have been destroying our country. I think what's going to change Barbados is something new. And what we have to do is we have to return to the spirituality. Now let me also explain to you that religions are right across the board. There are religions of faith. There are, for instance, what we call faith-based organizations. Then there are religions that are evil, that deals with satanic, occult stuff.
Pagan religions.
Exactly. So both faith-based organization and occult religious organizations are in Barbados. When the occult dimension joins with the already problematic sectors that we have, you have even more problems, okay? And this is recently with what happened with our flag and what our Prime Minister did when she was in Ghana. A lot of people have not said anything about it, not even some of the individuals who were there with her, the way how our flag was treated, which is totally against protocol. And
could you explain, get into that for someone who may not really understand what you're saying?
I think for those individuals who have seen the video clip with the actual burial of the bones of a Ghanaian slave, and then
supposed
Ghanaian slave, and then the element of her having soil from Barbados that was also in the box, and she made mention that the box was made of 12 different types of wood indigenous to Barbados. Now, being a spiritual person, I understand right away, whenever you're dealing with the number 12 is a sacred number to every spiritual dimension, whether Christian or demonic, okay? We understand 12 months of the year, 12 zodiac signs, we understand 12 disciples, 12 children of Israel, 12 hours in the day, 12 hours in the night. There's a midday, there's a midnight. We understand it's a very sacred number. So when you're doing things, and I hear those things, my ears instantly click, because I know that there's something going on. To the point in that video, there was, I'm not sure whether he's a priest, a shaman, or whoever, but he's sprinkling something over the box while the flag is still over the box in the, the tomb that they made for it. We have standards in the way that our flag is handled. Our flag was not handled in Ghana appropriately, okay? So when you're using our flag and using our emblems, you mentioned that on the box, the coat of arms was on there as well too. And there was this insignia. That Ghanaian slave, as far as I know, was not a national hero and did not warrant that level, okay, of burial. So something evidently was very wrong with that whole scenario. And this is what I want people to understand in dealing with Barbados and where religion comes in. It plays a vital role. You get rid of religion, you will destroy your country.
But I tell you this, what you just mentioned, I had a conversation with a colleague, and he was more forthright than you. What you just said, he actually told it to me quite plain that that was some sort of witchcraft, skullduggery, witchcraft. That actual ceremony was witchcraft. And the average Barbadian will know that.
The average Barbadian will know it, and the average person who is involved in the occult can tell you exactly what's happening. So it takes spiritual people to understand spiritual things, and sometimes when you're trying to explain these things to people, they think that you're talking something that's crazy. But again, as I said, two levels: the level of faith in God, and then the level of connection with the satanic. When the connection to the satanic rises above faith in God, you're going to have a problem in your nation. You won't be able to stop it.
Yes. Yes. In fact, I was once told that whenever a nation turns away from God, He will cause great destruction on that nation.
Well, it goes back to what I told you before. Whenever consciousness of God drops below where it needs to be, then you're setting yourself up for destruction.
Okay, so I hope that the average viewer actually understood what we just said. And I'm going to repeat it. I'm going to make it clear. That ceremony that the Prime Minister took part in reeks of witchcraft. The occult. That's what it reeks of. And I'm saying it, we are saying it openly. So we hope that you can actually look at that clipping, right, and judge for yourselves and see that what we're saying is actually true. Apostle, moving on. The time runs so quickly when we're in conversation with the Apostle. So we're already coming to the end of part 1. And I hope that our viewers are fully informed of everything you just said, and you take it to heart. Pay attention to everything. Watch the signs when they're talking. They make these signs. Watch every speech that they make. They make certain signs. You may not understand these signs, but those signs are homage to the occult. Am I not right?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
We're coming to the end of part 1. And you know I can't go without talking about our old friend Thomas Jefferson.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And this is to the Prime Minister. When the people fear the government, there is tyranny. But when the government fears the people, there is liberty or freedom. And with that, Apostle,
yes, sir,
we've come to the end of part 1. So we're going to take a short break, and we shall be back with part 2. Let's take a break, make our exit.
Thank you very much, sir. Let's do it.